everyone, welcome back to my channel Home Life, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jenny, and in today's video I will be sharing with you guys how I'm getting my living room and also a small entryway table cleaned and decorated for spring. Now, with all of my videos that you will notice is that I always like to start with a clean blank slate, and so I'm going to be removing all of these items. Now, some of these I will be putting them away, but a majority of these items I will be reusing along with the new spring items that I'm going to be adding. If you are interested in any of the items in today's video, you can find that in another video that I made. It's a kitchen clean and decorate video. I will link it in the description below, so I definitely recommend you check that out. So now that everything's been removed, it's time to get to cleaning. And the vacuum you're gonna see me use today is by Shark, and it's their Rocket Pet Vacuum. I purchased this recently during the Christmas specials that Target had going on, and I have to say I really enjoy the vacuum. It came with a few tools, and it's definitely been helpful having those tools to clean with. I'm also going to be using my Pure Good Joy spray. I find this spray at my local pop shelf. I'm not really sure if any other stores carry it. I do find it there for $3 a bottle, and it does a really great job cleaning, and it has a great scent. I also did want to take a moment and share where I got some of my furniture pieces from, in case anybody might be interested. Full disclosure, I have had these items since I moved into this house, so about 5 years. So honestly, I don't know if they are still available, but it's worth trying if you are interested. So starting with the two back accent cabinets, I purchased those on Walker Edison's website. The two blue sofas, I actually found those on Walmart's website. And I also found the rug. It's actually two rugs. They're 5x7, and it was more cost effective to purchase two smaller rugs to make a larger rug out of that, instead of getting the 8x10 size that I had initially looked at getting, which was going to cost me well over $100. So that's definitely an alternative thing to look into if you are looking for a larger rug for your space as well. The bench, which I'm using currently as a coffee table, I purchased that at American Signature, and even though it's not an actual coffee table, because of how I have my sofa set up facing each other, I really just wanted something that was narrow but also long enough to accommodate the people that were sitting on either side of the bench. And it's definitely been nice to have a bench, because when we have parties and people over and I need additional seating, it's nice to be able to transition something that you would use to place items on and use it for additional seating when you need to. Now that the cleaning's all done, it's time to get to decorating. So I did want to mention, because I believe I forgot, these shelves that I have in my living room, I did purchase these on eBay. They are 8 inches by 36 inches, and I've definitely loved having some shelves in the living room. It draws your eye up towards the ceiling, and plus it's nice to have a little more places for decor. Before, it was kind of limited to the things I could place in my living room because I had only at that time the 2 accent cabinets. So I definitely do love these floating shelves. So as I started placing my decor pieces on this side of my shelves, I will be honest, and I did struggle a little bit when I first started placing the items. I do try to, before I start videotaping, have an idea already of what decor pieces I want to use. And unfortunately, when I first started, it wasn't looking like I wanted it to. So you will see me moving some pieces around, and it happens sometimes. In the end, though, I think it turned out great, and I really liked how it came out. So after I finished decorating the shelves, I wasn't too happy with how the butterfly looked. I felt like it kind of blended too much. So I decided to add something to kind of make it pop a little bit more. And so I'm going to go ahead and add that before moving on to the sofas. Here is the final reveal of the living room area. I think everything turned out really nice. I love the colors and definitely it feels more spring in here. I absolutely think the butterfly, putting that black behind it, really did make it pop and stand out like I was hoping. So I really like that. Definitely love my plant. I purchased that at Target for only, it was $10, so a steal. I've had multiple comments whenever anybody comes and visits. They're always asking me, how I managed to keep my plants alive. And honestly, anything that comes into this house living goes out dead as far as plants go. For right now, there's this tray here. I'm gonna leave it blank or empty, I should say. I do have a candle and also some coasters that I'm going to be putting on there, but I'm not going to do too much with this because I am going to be putting some bunnies on there and decorating it for Easter. I did decide not to put anything up here. I did have a spring wall decor from upstairs that I was going to put, but decided to just leave it empty for now. And I will put some bunny pictures that I have over the fireplace and a garland as well. And so that pretty much does it for the living room. Now let's move on to my entryway. Now it's time to clean and decorate the entryway, and I will be honest, this is not my ideal vision for an entryway area, but for the time being it will have to do. My husband and I, we have discussed the possibility of tearing out one of the two closets we have down here and then creating a more larger space for a larger table and a mirror, because that's something that's important to me. I really like having the extra storage and also a way to check yourself before walking out the door. I am going to be sharing with you guys how I made this floral arrangement for my entryway table. The florals, I purchased these at Hobby Lobby. They were 40% off. This bunch here that I am using was about $20 worth of floral. Now the vase, I purchased this at Home Goods. It did have a tree in it. For Christmas, I've removed the tree. I do plan on using it also for Christmas, but I did want to use it year-round, so I removed the faux Christmas tree that was in there. Now, what you're going to see me do is trim the bottoms of these stems. I don't normally like to trim my stems. I personally like them long. Now, sometimes they are just like very long, and so to me, they're not usable that long. So I'm going to be cutting them, especially considering the size of this vase. I'm going to be trimming them a bit. And usually what I do is before I start inserting, I will arrange the floral how I want it to look, and then I will start bending the stems and getting them to the size that I need to fit my vase. Now, this is very helpful in more than just, not cutting the stems off, but this also becomes a good way to keep the stems in place. So you don't have to use something like floral foam. And so once I'm satisfied with the height that I have in my vase, I am going to go ahead and then individually bend them, so that way later on they're easier to manipulate if I do want to change it around. Okay, so this is how the floral arrangement turned out. I will say it did take me a good 15 minutes to get it just the way I wanted it to, but now that it's complete, I think it really adds that nice pop of color and springiness that I wanted for my entryway table. I am also now going to add just a few more items. I have this little butterfly frame that I purchased at Dollar General for only $1. The back had fallen off, but I just glued a little piece of wood to the back and it was good as new. And then the final thing that I'm going to be adding to my entryway is just this cute little blue bud vase. I purchased this at the dollar store and it really picks up nicely on the blues that are in my floral arrangement and ties everything together. And so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and click that thumbs up.